The Sun is so massive that 1,000,000 Earths could fit inside it. Its core fuses hydrogen into helium 600 million tons per second. The light leaving the Sun's surface is already 40,000 years old inside. Mercury has no seasons. Its tilt is almost zero. Venus spins in the opposite direction from most planets. Mars's thin atmosphere cannot hold heat. Nights are freezing even at the equator. Jupiter radiates more heat than it receives from the Sun. Saturn's rings are younger than the dinosaurs, maybe only 100 million years old. Uranus rotates almost perfectly sideways. Neptune's winds blow faster than sound. Pluto's heart-shaped plain is made of nitrogen ice. A year on Neptune lasts 165 Earth years. Asteroid belts are remnants of a planet that never formed. Comets leave trails that form meteor showers when Earth crosses them. The Sun's outer atmosphere reaches millions of degrees. Sunspots appear dark because they are cooler than the surface around them. Every second, about 100 tons of cosmic dust fall on Earth. The Moon's craters are preserved because there's no weather to erode them. The Moon rings faintly when struck by meteorites, like a hollow bell. Its gravity stabilizes Earth's tilt, keeping our seasons predictable. The solar wind carves a vast magnetic bubble around the solar system. Spacecraft leaving this bubble enter true interstellar space. Voyager 1 travels farther from home each second, 17 kilometers more. Some stars are so close together they share material in constant exchange. The universe contains more stars than grains of sand on all Earth's beaches. Red dwarfs may live trillions of years, longer than the current universe's age. White dwarfs slowly fade into black dwarfs, dead embers of light. Supernovae release elements that form new worlds and life. All gold and platinum were born in the explosions of neutron stars. The heaviest elements exist only because stars die violently. The nearest star system, Alpha Centauri, is 4 light-years away. If Proxima Centauri's planet had water, sunsets would be orange. A light-year is nearly 10 trillion kilometers. Gravity binds galaxies in clusters across cosmic filaments. Between those filaments lies enormous void, silent and nearly empty. The cosmic microwave background is the faint whisper of the Big Bang. Space is not empty. It teems with stray photons and invisible particles. Every cubic meter of space holds a few hydrogen atoms. Neutron stars can weigh more than our Sun, but span only 20 kilometers. If you dropped a marble on a neutron star, it would hit with energy of an atomic bomb. The Milky Way rotates at 828,000 kilometers per hour. Our galaxy and Andromeda will collide in 4 billion years. When they merge, the night sky will fill with a river of stars. Most galaxies contain black holes at their centers. The largest black hole found so far weighs 66 billion suns. Light bends around massive galaxies like glass around a lens. Gravity and time are woven into one fabric, space-time. The universe is not expanding into anything. It is expanding itself. Time once flowed slower when the universe was denser. Everything you see in the sky is already part of the past. Earth formed from dust and collisions 4.5 billion years ago. Its surface cooled, hardened, then broke into drifting plates. The Moon formed when a Mars-sized body struck early Earth. Volcanoes released the gases that became our first atmosphere. Rain filled the basins and made oceans. Continents drift slowly, about the rate your fingernails grow. The deepest ocean trench is 11 kilometers down. The tallest mountain, measured from base to peak, is Mauna Kea under the sea. Earth's magnetic field flips polarity every few 100,000 years. The inner core is solid, the outer core molten. The crust floats like cracked ice above a glowing mantle. Earthquakes happen when those plates suddenly shift. Each quake sends waves through the entire planet. Some volcanoes have been erupting continuously for decades. Lava cools into new rock within hours. Lightning strikes the planet about 100 times per second. Thunder is air collapsing after lightning's blast of heat. The jet stream flows like a river of air 10 kilometers above us. Clouds contain millions of tons of water, yet drift weightless in balance. Fog is simply a low cloud meeting the ground. Antarctica is technically a desert. Its air is the driest on Earth. The Sahara was once green with lakes and animals. Each grain of sand is a fragment of vanished mountains. The Amazon basin produces 20% of the world's oxygen. Coral reefs are nurseries for a quarter of marine species. The Great Barrier Reef can be seen from space. Sea levels have risen 20 centimeters since 1900. Glaciers store 70% of the world's fresh water. The Arctic Ocean freezes each winter and melts each summer. Earth's surface reflects 30% of sunlight back to space. The ozone layer protects life from UV radiation. Forests absorb 1/3 of global carbon emissions each year. Methane traps 25 times more heat than carbon dioxide. Every breath you take contains recycled ancient air. The smell of rain, petrichor, is bacterial perfume from soil. Permafrost holds twice as much carbon as the atmosphere. Ocean currents transfer heat from the equator toward the poles. El Niño events shift rainfall patterns across the world. The deep ocean is colder than a home freezer. Some deep-sea creatures create their own light, bioluminescence. There are more species living in the soil than visible above ground. Earth's biosphere extends kilometers deep into rock. Microbes thrive miles below the surface, feeding on stone. The oldest rocks on Earth are 4.4 billion years old. The oldest fossils are 3.5 billion years old. Life appeared almost as soon as Earth cooled. Earth's climate has swung between ice ages and warm eras many times. Ocean acidification is caused by excess carbon dioxide dissolving into water. Volcanoes helped restore CO2 after ice ages ended. Earth's magnetic field also protects migratory animals by guiding them. Life is self-organized chemistry that learned to persist. Every living thing is made of cells, tiny compartments of water and energy. DNA stores genetic instructions in 4 chemical bases. A single cell contains more information than all the books ever written. Mitochondria power every human cell like microscopic engines. Your body contains about 37 trillion cells. Each cell replaces itself in rhythm. Some last hours, others decades. Neurons can live as long as you do. The brain weighs about 1.4 kilograms, but consumes 20% of your energy. Electrical pulses inside your brain travel at up to 400 kilometers per hour. Every thought is a storm of moving ions. The heart beats roughly 100,000 times daily. Blood travels through 100,000 kilometers of vessels. The human skeleton renews completely every 10 years. Bones are 5 times stronger than steel by weight. The stomach's acid can dissolve metal. Skin replaces itself every month. Your gut microbiome contains more cells than your entire body. Each person's microbes form a unique bacterial fingerprint. Taste buds regenerate every 10 days. Hair grows faster during summer. Dreams occur mostly during rapid eye movement sleep. The brain erases unnecessary memories each night. Tears contain stress hormones. Crying cleans the bloodstream. Fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand. Babies are born with about 100 billion neurons. the liver can regrow from just 1/4 of itself. The cornea gets oxygen directly from air, not blood. You breathe about 20,000 times each day. Your lungs contain 300 million alveoli. The body's temperature balance is controlled by the hypothalamus. Blood plasma is 90% water. DNA from every human on Earth would fill only a teaspoon. Genes are sections of DNA that code for proteins. Proteins fold into shapes that determine function. Structure is destiny. Cells die intentionally in a process called apoptosis. The immune system remembers every infection it defeats. Mitochondria release heat that helps maintain body temperature. Nerves transmit impulses using charged sodium and potassium. Pain is both signal and teacher, the oldest sense. Photosynthesis converts light into chemical energy. Algae perform half of Earth's photosynthesis. Plants release oxygen during the day and CO2 at night. Fungi communicate chemically beneath forests. Mushrooms are only the fruiting tips of vast underground webs. Some trees share nutrients with weaker neighbors. Coral reefs are symbiotic alliances between coral and algae. Octopuses change color using chromatophore cells. Dolphins have individual names recognized by whistles. Whales sing songs that travel for hundreds of kilometers. Elephants use infrasound, below human hearing, to communicate. Bees can detect flowers' electric fields. Ant colonies operate as superorganisms. The oldest living tree is nearly 5,000 years old. Tardigrades survive space, radiation, and boiling temperatures. Life endures by adapting, not by strength. Extinction is nature's pruning, making room for renewal. Evolution never stops. It simply slows when balance is found. Humans share 98.8% of genes with chimpanzees. Every heartbeat, every breath, is physics turned into purpose. Atoms are mostly empty. Their solidness is electrical illusion. The nucleus of an atom is 1,000,000 times smaller than the atom itself. If an atom were a cathedral, its nucleus would be a fly in the middle. All visible matter is built from just 3 particles: electrons, protons, neutrons. Protons and neutrons are made of quarks bound by gluons. The electromagnetic force holds molecules together. The strong nuclear force binds atomic nuclei, the most powerful force known. Weak force allows elements to transmute, powering the sun. Gravity shapes the universe but is the weakest force of all. The universe is still expanding, but space itself is stretching, not the galaxies moving through it. The Milky Way is warped like a bent vinyl record. Our solar system lies in one of the galaxy's quieter suburbs. The Sun circles the Milky Way once every 230 million years. A full orbit of our galaxy is called a cosmic year. Earth has completed about 20 cosmic years since it formed. The edge of the observable universe lies 46 billion light-years away. Light from distant stars shows us their ancient forms, not their present. The night sky is a time machine pointed outward. Stars twinkle because Earth's atmosphere bends their light. The moon is slowly tidally locking Earth's rotation. If the moon vanished, tides would fall to 1/3 their strength. Sunlight has no color. Only interaction makes it visible. The solar wind constantly reshapes Earth's magnetic field. Mercury's sunrises sometimes reverse direction due to orbital resonance. Venus reflects more sunlight than any other planet. Mars's reddish hue comes from oxidized dust rich in iron. Jupiter's storms may reach depths of 300 kilometers. Saturn's rings may disappear in 100 million years. Uranus's magnetic field tilts 59 degrees off its rotation axis. Neptune's color comes from methane-absorbing red light. Pluto's atmosphere collapses and freezes each long winter. The Sun converts 4 million tons of mass into energy each second. Every second, 600 million tons of hydrogen fuse into helium inside the Sun. Sunspots are cooler regions in the photosphere caused by magnetic fields. Solar cycles last about 11 years. Aurora activity follows these solar cycles. The heliosphere forms a vast protective bubble around our solar system. Comets are ancient time capsules from the dawn of planetary formation. Asteroids occasionally collide, creating meteor showers centuries later. Space between galaxies is filled with ghostly hot plasma. The cosmic web connects galaxies in threads like neurons in a brain. Gravity sculpts this web. Dark matter holds it together. Gravitational waves ripple outward like rings on a pond in space-time. A black hole's event horizon marks the edge where light cannot return. The singularity inside is a place where physics breaks. Quantum effects may prevent black holes from truly destroying information. Some black holes spin so rapidly their edges blur time. If two black holes merge, the resulting one vibrates before settling. The Milky Way's center is a radio beacon detectable across the cosmos. Interstellar dust blocks half the light in our galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy approaches us at 110 kilometers per second. When they collide, stars will rarely touch. Space between them is vast. Globular clusters orbit our galaxy like ancient satellites. Dwarf galaxies constantly merge into larger ones. The oldest known star is 13.6 billion years old. Stars born now will still shine when humans are long gone. The Sun will someday swell into a red giant and engulf Mercury. Its ashes will form a white dwarf glowing faintly for trillions of years. All the gold on Earth was forged in the collision of neutron stars. Earth's magnetic poles wander unpredictably. The North Magnetic Pole is moving toward Siberia. The planet's magnetic field has flipped hundreds of times. Without this field, solar radiation would strip away our atmosphere. The inner core grows as the outer core cools. Mantle convection drives plate tectonics. Earthquakes release energy equivalent to nuclear bombs. Volcanoes emit more water vapor than carbon dioxide. Every year, around 50 volcanoes erupt somewhere on Earth. The longest mountain chain on Earth lies beneath the oceans. Mid-ocean ridges stretch over 60,000 kilometers. The continents move as slowly as fingernails grow. The Himalayas rise a few millimeters each year. Erosion carries away mountains just as slowly. Earthquakes can permanently shift entire cities. The deepest lake, Baikal, contains more water than all the Great Lakes combined. Water covers 71% of the planet's surface. Ocean currents transport heat like arteries circulate blood. The Gulf Stream keeps northern Europe far warmer than it should be. Waves move energy, not water. The Pacific Ocean holds 50% of all Earth's water. Earth's oceans glow faintly at night from plankton blooms. Every year, 100 billion tons of dust move between continents. The Sahara's dust nourishes the Amazon rainforest. A single tree can move hundreds of liters of water into the air daily. Forests create their own microclimates. Trees communicate using electrical signals through fungi. Soil bacteria outnumber all animals on Earth combined. The smell of soil comes from geosmin, a bacterial compound. Clouds weigh thousands of tons, but remain aloft by air currents. Lightning can strike the same spot repeatedly. A single bolt of lightning can heat air to 30,000 degrees Celsius. Thunder is air collapsing after being superheated. The ozone layer lies 15 to 35 kilometers above Earth. Ozone absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. The atmosphere grows thinner exponentially with height. The stratosphere warms with altitude because of ozone. The mesosphere is the coldest layer of air. Meteors burn there before reaching us. Auroras occur where the solar wind meets the magnetosphere. The Earth's axis tilt causes the seasons. The equator spins 465 meters per second faster than the poles. The highest recorded temperature on Earth was 56.7 degrees Celsius. The lowest was -89.2 degrees Celsius in Antarctica. Rainbows are full circles. We see only halves from the ground. Double rainbows occur when light reflects twice inside raindrops. Ocean tides create subtle earthquakes in continental crusts. Earth's average albedo, reflectivity, is about 30%. Ice and clouds increase albedo. Forests and oceans reduce it. Without greenhouse gases, Earth's average temperature would be -18 degrees Celsius. Life's chemistry is carbon-based because carbon bonds flexibly with many elements. The earliest cells used iron and sulfur for energy. Mitochondria were once free-living bacteria. Chloroplasts in plants were once independent cyanobacteria. Every organism alive today shares a single common ancestor. Evolution is the gradual accumulation of beneficial changes. DNA uses only 4 chemical letters: A, T, G, and C. RNA may have come before DNA. Proteins fold into specific shapes that define their functions. Your body replaces millions of cells every second. Stem cells can become any type of tissue. Neurons in your brain number more than stars in the Milky Way. Each neuron forms thousands of connections called synapses. Learning is the rearrangement of these connections. The human brain produces about 25 watts of power. Memory is stored not in one place, but across networks. The heart creates an electromagnetic field detectable meters away. Blood carries oxygen using hemoglobin, which contains iron. Every drop of blood circulates your body in under a minute. Your bones are replaced roughly every decade. Skin is your largest organ by weight and area. The liver regenerates faster than any other internal organ. The stomach digests itself but renews its lining constantly. Enzymes speed up chemical reactions millions of times. The immune system can remember infections for decades. Your DNA is 60% identical to a banana's. Bacteria can exchange genes like trading cards. Viruses outnumber stars by a factor of billions. Trees in a forest share water through their roots. Algae in oceans create half the oxygen you breathe. Fungi can digest plastic and even radiation. The largest organism on Earth is a fungus in Oregon spanning 9 kilometers. Bees sense Earth's magnetic field to navigate. Birds use quantum effects in their eyes for navigation. Octopuses taste through their arms. Whales can communicate across entire oceans. Elephants recognize themselves in mirrors. Wolves plan hunts collectively. Crows remember human faces for years. Dolphins call each other by signature whistles. Cats communicate with humans through meows more than with other cats. Dogs can detect disease through scent before machines can. The oldest living creature is a 507-year-old clam named Ming. The first trees appeared 385 million years ago. Grass evolved after dinosaurs went extinct. Flowers evolved as an alliance between plants and pollinators. Bacteria generate much of the Earth's nitrogen supply. Coral reefs are made by tiny animals building limestone cities. Life has adapted to every niche from boiling vents to frozen lakes. Humans share 8% of their genome with ancient viruses. Matter is mostly empty space. Its solidity is an illusion of forces. Electrons never truly rest. They exist as probability clouds. The quantum vacuum seethes with fleeting particles. Gravity slows time itself. Clocks run slower at sea level than on mountains. Energy equals mass times light speed squared, one of nature's simplest equations. The arrow of time points toward greater entropy. Temperature measures random motion at the molecular level. Pressure results from molecules striking surfaces. Heat moves spontaneously from hot to cold. Sound waves need matter to travel. In space, silence reigns. Light travels fastest in a vacuum. Refraction bends light when it changes speed between materials. The color of objects depends on which wavelengths they reflect. The rainbow contains all visible wavelengths, roughly 380 to 740 nanometers. Radio waves can travel thousands of kilometers by bouncing off the ionosphere. Magnetic fields are invisible yet shape charged particles. Superconductors carry current indefinitely without loss. The strong nuclear force holds atomic nuclei together. Quantum tunneling allows fusion to happen in stars. The sun fuses hydrogen into helium, releasing photons that take 40,000 years to escape. Neutrinos from the sun pass through your body by the trillions every second.